second drone, but the first one was just a little toy. And I did an unboxing video, and I've been learning how to film, I mean, I already have a good idea of what I want to film and how things look. But getting the drone to do what you want it to do has been quite, well, it's been great fun. And a bit of a challenge. So I thought I would show you kind of an evolution of the shots that I've been doing. Now you remember the unboxing video, so that's that. And then I basically was just out in the back garden trying to just see how it goes, how it flies. And I'm extremely impatient, so even though the weather wasn't so good the first wee while, I decided to just fly anyway. So this is me in the back garden basically trying to get it to just see how stable it is and what it looks like. That's a wee close pass over my deck. That funny looking contraption there is my solar powered Safari camera, which I move around to try and capture different animals and stuff that show up in our garden quite frequently. So, and I often post those on Patreon and Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm learning and I'm trying to see what looks good, what doesn't look good. There's a few shots in here that probably don't look too great. Forest, of course, and I do have a lot of footage of trees, I'm afraid to say, at least initially, but if you stay tuned you'll see that there are some pretty awesome shots at the end. And there's the obligatory chasing my cat with the drone shot, of course. Poor wee Boris, but he doesn't seem to mind too much. That's just me getting a little bit braver as I head out over the, well, it looks as though I'm over the road, but the gimbal's actually angled up slightly. I'm actually right over the trees there. More forest shots. This is me trying to experiment with how smooth I can get that's not so smooth, but how smooth I can get the camera to film, and I think I was getting better and better at it. That is looking almost straight down, and I really love the perspective of the tops of these trees, especially as they move around just a wee bit in the wind. And yeah, especially now it's like it's springtime, so you've got your evergreens there and you've got your other trees that are just starting to get leaves on them. And I like doing shots like that. It's smoothish. This was me trying to see how steady it can be up in the sky to get the clouds moving, but I clearly wasn't patient enough to hold it steady for too long. But it's pretty steady though, as you can see. Oh, that'll be me just seeing how close I can get to it. Yeah, getting braver and braver, flying it closer to myself and to objects. So, yeah, I don't think it's really going to be getting used for ASMR as such, but I figured at the very least I should something for me to talk about. This shot I really like because I wanted to try and recreate something where it looks as though it could be somebody just filming it from the ground, like with a phone or a camcorder or something like that. And then as it sort of pulls back, it's obvious that it's not from the ground. tree shots. This is straight down again, of course. Just experimenting with. Now here I'm quite conscious that I've got neighbours around, so I have to try and go places where I'm not going to annoy anyone, right? And over the trees, away from other people's houses, seems like a pretty good place to practice. And if for any reason I did crash, well, it's going to crash down into the trees, and I'll just have to go find it. Which I'd much rather do that than have to go find it in somebody's backyard or on somebody's roof, and then endure the awkward conversations that would undoubtedly happen. Not to mention people can get quite upset about this sort of stuff. So much fun, but a lot of rules about it. Oh, I like this because it really shows off the stability of the gimbal. As you can see, the shadow, the aircraft is moving quite violently left and right, but the image, the filmed image, remains rock solid. Yeah, it's really cool. I love that. And then I think we are on to the dandelions. Yeah, this time of year we just get so many of these. My kids make sure that I don't mow them all down so that the honeybees can get what they want to get, which I always do. This is me trying to get closer and closer to the top of a tree. Really, it's actually a lot closer than it looks because of the angle. It's only a few feet above the tip of the tree there. And yeah, again, just that perspective is just so unique. It's just one of the things that really fascinates me with the drone. One of the reasons I just really like it. Sorry about any background noise. We've got a full house right now because we're still in a lockdown and the kids are home and everybody's home, so we'll just have to put up with any excess noise that comes through like that. And then we have closer up to trees again. And then we're going to start getting a bit more ambitious in a minute. So, yeah, it's this shot I really like. This is me trying very hard to steer gently to the left with the gimbal angled down just a few degrees, and I feel like this would make a really good establishing shot in a movie or something. Oh, and this is my buddy's drone. We joked that we should have a drone meetup, and then of course we did. So I kind of zoomed in on it. It's not particularly good quality because I had to digitally zoom in, but you get the idea. It was kind of fun and not as close as it looks. So yeah, we had a little meet up in the sky. This was my first venture out on a wee trip, but I forgot to bring my SD card, so I had to take the one out of my dash cam, which wasn't fast enough to get really good videos. So this was the only shot I was able to get that was worth salvaging. This shot I really, really love. This is another Nova Scotian beach. And again, I wanted to really take my time directly down and gimbal up slowly to really take in the twinkling of the sun on the ocean and the colours of the North Atlantic. And I think you'll agree it looks pretty nice. Then we went for a wee trip to a lake, and as you can see, the colour of the water is very, very different from the ocean. It's got that kind of coffee looking colour, but still really nice. And I think there's one more we shot there, yeah, of another lake. And then beach, and this is me getting really brave, putting the drone up above the waves. Quite nerve-wracking, keeping it in my visual, the whole time, believe it or not. But so nerve-wracking, just for a first-time flyer, putting that thing above the waves, because obviously if it goes down, it's gone. But I'm starting to trust it more and more and more. The white balance there kept changing, which is interesting. I'm going to have to take it off auto and set the white balance so that my next shots remain consistent. But this is all the type of stuff that you learn as you go, right? That's me down there. Another wee shot above the rocks. Another wee shot of the North Atlantic rolling in. Panning round. And yeah. Overall, it's been about a week since I got it, so I think it's been pretty successful. And finally, I think this shot is pretty damn nice. And this is what really shows off the drone to me. Like, you could take a photograph of that, but it's the reflection and the changing perspective of the drone as the altitude changes that really makes it a unique way to take photographs and videos. So that's all I've got for now. I thought, just show you a quick wee tour of what I've been up to with the drone. It's been great fun. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. Between having a lot of people at the house, like the background noise that you'll hear today, and just not been feeling up to it. I've not been doing a lot, so that's that for now, and see what I can come up with next.